guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today is the final day, boys. We got the final touch to this front end of our Tahoe. We got our Moog hubs going in. If you guys have been following this build, you know we replaced everything up here. And the final thing to like fully rebuild this front end, which surprisingly isn't that expensive. So if you're looking to do that on your stock or lifted Silverado Tahoe, definitely worth it to do yourself. Nothing at all was that difficult. And on top of that, you'd save so much in labor. You could build that front end probably over 2, 3, 4 times over before you actually equated to the cost you'd pay at a shop. So if you're thinking about doing it, go for it. Easy, simple rebuild. Love it. How the steering went from not bad to like super tight, especially in this. We got the final piece to that today. We're gonna be putting our Moog hubs on. Look at that, brand new, and I can't wait to be rolling on those new hubs. As you guys know, it's a common problem on these Tahoes and Suburbans, so it's a good thing we're upgrading these and taking care of that now. With the old and in with the new, just like that, guys. Super simple to get these off. Breaker bar does help because otherwise you have to take off that tie rod and twist that knuckle so you can get better angle to get your impact or whatever on the hub bolts. You don't have to take the whole knuckle off. You can. It'd probably make your life super simple, but for today, just took off the caliper, rotor, and then we got our hub off. You make everything look so easy. Trust me, I see your guys' comments all the time. It's the first time doer of this. And if you haven't really put on any lift kits or anything, the concept of getting like a wheel hub off is quite difficult. But the fact I've done so many lift kits and just so many different things, and I took matters into my own hands a long time ago to get things fixed on my own, and to this day I am so mad I didn't have these skills or mental drive to do this when I had my first Ram, because I put so much money into repairs, things like trans lines and other stuff that I could have literally unscrewed and screwed back in myself, and just took on the task. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing, but if I learned through that process, oh my goodness, I would have saved so much money. Rebuilding this whole front end is not difficult. Now, next time I buy a vehicle that is not brand new and I'm gonna lift it, I might as well rebuild the whole front end while I'm at it. Steering rack is a bit much, but just this one actually didn't need it, and I would have been able to reassemble this whole Tahoe at one time. Took everything apart to lift it, put the new rack in, had nothing in the way, did the ball joints on the lower control arm, probably could have powder coated the lower control arm with that ball joint out, new hubs when I'm switching the knuckles over, slap it all back together, new bushings while the sway bar is off, and this all would have been done when we did the lift. One of those things, take it as a learning experience. Let's quickly do the other side. I guess sometimes you gotta use the electric ratchet as a normal ratchet. We're almost there. There we are. All right. Alright guys, well you could probably get that whole job done in about an hour if you really just went to it. Took care of that. Now we got 2 new hubs on here. Let's torque these down, take her for a spin. If you just listen to these while spinning, I wonder if you can hear this. Getting bit by mosquitoes left and right again. This sucks. But if you listen to these, they sound really dry. They're definitely not smoothly rotating anymore. There is some kind of friction going on in there. So that's super good that we replaced these. Like I said, they're probably not at the point of like explosive wheel bearing, but the fact we took care of it now will be good for a long time. Alright guys, so pretty much the only place I felt a rumble left in the front end was on the highway here. So let's see if she's gone away. Let's roll up our windows here. Literally, this is the only, well, yeah, this was the only place I felt the vibration. And to be honest, guys, there she is, all gone away. Now, because there are huge mud tires on here, you obviously feel the mud tires. But other than that, this thing drives smooth like a Cadillac. And wow. I can't believe I did that. Escalade taillights. Playing jokes on myself. At about 80 miles an hour, yeah, you feel the mud tires, just like my truck. But other than that, oh my gosh, is this thing dead smooth. Alright guys, a little next day action here. We've been running around trying to test and see what the best setup is for our audio system here. Really got to put the final touches on these. Now these sound really good. Our Rockville Marine audio sounds really good. I'll explain what's going on here in a second. But as you guys know, our Rockville sub, I mean, it thumps, it pounds. The problem is on these factory Tahoes with the Bose system, you can't tap in if you're going to do a line output converter to these rear speakers. It's just something weird with it. But you come in the center console here, this harness that goes to the sub, we'll tap in our line output converter right here, and then we'll run RCAs or whatever all the way back here, and we'll just plug them in right there. As for our marine audio, I need to make a mount of some sort. Kind of my goal, or I'll see what I can find. Gonna have to get creative here at Home Depot, so I wanted to do that. I wanted to mount them to the box and have the, you know, the mount come up and just have a bar here, but I just think after a bunch of time and vibrating, those will get real loose and that won't be good. But it would be convenient to take everything out at once. As for our marine audio itself, same thing with the sub. For some reason, tapping into those rear speakers gives us very poor, not audio quality, but volume. So when I come in here, so these sound super good. However, we're trying to locate the correct audio source, and that's what we have doing right here. We pretty much just stuck our speaker wires into our front speaker wire like connection here. The light green and dark green wires on the plug here at the bottom, not the upper dark green, but the lower dark and light green are your front speaker wires. All I really did was trace whatever harness went into the door, tapped into them, and these are playing awesome. So when I turn that volume up in there, it gets stupid loud. In the next video, guys, you guys are going to probably see me get my little fabrication skills on, make us a mount of some sort back here, because that's what what we actually need to get these wet sounds put in there. Now, something else we need to do today. Yeah, when we got this repainted, forgot to attach our door handle, so we need to do that today. And just like that, guys, we have our rear door handle reconnected. Super simple process. Sorry. There we go. Oh, freaked me out there for a second. But we're coming down to that part of the year again where it's just like, I built something too pretty for the winter. That sucks. Because I put all that hard work and time into it. Frames all clean and painted. Nice wheels and tires. Took all that time doing all the paint correction and just cleaning it. Why would I want to go run through the winter, especially on a Tahoe that is mad clean? So it's just like, oh, I built something that's way too clean for the winter again, and I just don't know what to do. I know we could sit there do things motor-wise, Pro Charger. We may get to some little things under the hood on this. A lot of the suggestions you guys give me are awesome, and I would love to build all that stuff. I'm still working on the whole shop thing. I do have an awesome announcement still for you guys in a couple weeks. Sit back and just bear with me. It's gonna be nuts. Still working on the whole shop thing. But to be honest, 7.5 inches of lift, well, it was at 8.5, but something like that. The standard lift kit is probably the capacity of a driveway to an extent. I could do this whole lift if I wanted to right here. I wouldn't say right now because it's getting laid out, but I could do this whole lift right here on my truck again if I wanted to. The only problem is it's gonna be super cold, and I'm not gonna wanna sit there and deal with huge lifted truck, big parts, big bolts, little tiny things when it's really cold out. So like I said, I'm working on the shop thing, and I would like to get something going soon, shortly, all the above, so bear with me on that. But if there's anything you guys are interested in seeing, I know a lot of you like trucks off-road. Some of you are here for the Hellcat. There's a lot of stuff I want to build. I want to build awesome cars. I want to build awesome SUVs. I want to build awesome trucks. I don't know, maybe I can find something that'll fit in here. Huge motor build or something. I don't know. We'll see what's going on here. We'll get everything all done up and we'll figure it out. I can't wait to get this beautiful, beautiful Tahoe done, completed. Audio all wired up. If you guys enjoyed this video, shoot a thumbs up. If you haven't been here before, please go down and click subscribe. Take care, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.